All right, so here he is representing New Zealand and, of course, Nigeria. Enter the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. We've certainly enjoyed our time getting to know this young man in our fighter meetings. He has a high fight IQ. He's a thinking man's fighter. And obviously the physical skills jump off the film every time you watch.
Yeah, he's got it all. I mean, the guy has it all. And as you watch him walk to the octagon, he has a confidence and the air about him that many don't possess. He has always known he would become a champion of the world. He proved that he can do it. Now it's time to show whether or not he can do it again. Sometimes getting back is harder than getting there the first time. Let's see what Israel Adesanya can do to try to become the middleweight champion again.
And certainly the discipline, the motivation, all that stuff is still there. And there was a definite intensity to him here during fight week. We'll see if he can channel that into the desired result tonight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. And now our tail of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the 3rd man in the octagon tonight. Well, UFC fans felt like this was the matchup that had to happen. The promotion obliged. Israel Adesanya, a mental giant, trying to handle all the physical prowess that comes with Khamzat Chimaev.
For all that Israel Adesanya is, the great striker, the star, his mental toughness is second to none. The way that he handles loss, the way that he handles coming back in the same situation, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He will have to be on that mental game today if he wants to beat Khamzat Chimaev. Just an absolute savage in the game.
Oh, beautiful straight left hand. Oh, beautiful straight right hand there from Israel Adesanya. You know, you worry so much, DC, about the kicking game. Sometimes you forget about those hands on Israel Adesanya. Deep now.
Great takedown defense right now by the champ.
Strong punch to the head in the clinch. 3 minutes to go. Nice Nicely done. Oh, he's got him hurt badly now.
Clean punch.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Right now they separate. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win. On that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight. Good takedown defense by Israel. Oh, he blocked that punch.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. 20 seconds to go. Oh, man, hate to be hit with one of those knees to the body.
Another clinch position. Watch for the tricky trips that he uses when he's in close.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Take a seat. Big breaths for it. Breathe, relax. Get some water and listen. All right, you're losing the stand-up war. I need you to start.
All right, the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh, how about the beautiful kick there from Israel Adesanya. Eugene Behrman there in the corner, really liking that effort out of his pupil. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's going to get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can...
Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Chimaev's in half guard now. Lands the ground and pound strike. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say? Oh, he got saved by the bell there. He was getting absolutely starched on the ground, grounded and pounded. Thankfully, the horn came at a good time. You see, gingerly, he gets back to his feet. He'll go back to the stool now for 60 seconds. Now the onus is on his corner to try to keep him in the fight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Chimaev gets caught with that punch. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following a game plan.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Khamzat Chimaev gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done.
Nice transition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Hard ground and pound. Some swelling now starting to appear.
Cut back!
Massive shot from the top.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Getting them out here.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Making all these shots count.
Oh. The swelling just keeps getting worse, and his opponent just keeps attacking it.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Nice.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still at
back mount now. One minute now to go in the third. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, another blow hits right on that swollen area. He is in real trouble now. Referee may want to look for the doctor soon. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Khamzat Chimaev. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner now. Adesanya's eye may not recover, folks. You can see the visible damage. It is nearly completely swollen shut at this point in time. Referee is watching things closely. I wouldn't be surprised, candidly, if the doctor stops the fight here between rounds. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing.
Just tries to take out the leg. Beautiful leg kick lands. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your foot. He's got to choose finish here.
Adesanya gets up. He is back on the feet here. Master of the transition. Nice scramble. And now some distance as they pull apart. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4. Oh, roundhouse kick lands.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, if this fighter gets back to the stool, he's going to get an earful. Oh, man, DC, he would appear to be in real trouble. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, stacked guard here now. The feet are on the hips, DC, so for the top fighter, this is not at all ideal.
No, this is not ideal, because now he has to try and stop his opponent from kicking him away. How do you do that? You attack the feet. You start grabbing the feet with the hands, lead with your hips, grab the feet with the hands, pass the feet to the side, and start to lead with your knee to try to get into side control.
Adesanya's in half guard. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, somewhat mercifully, that is the end of the round. The swelling around his eye is out of control. Cut man hustling in quickly, but I think they might stop this fight, DC. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swell.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Back to the feet.
Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 25 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, still undefeated, Khamzat Chimaev, your winner by knockout here tonight. expectations off the charts for this guy with every passing UFC fight, and he lives up to them and then some.
Well, I mean, just the expectation must be so hard for Khamzat to live up to. But not only does he match the expectation, he exceeds them every time. And tonight, once again, he proves why he's one of the most dangerous contenders in the world.
It is just crazy that Khamzat Chimaev continues to essentially up himself with